With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins. With the passage of a cold front, rain and thunderstorm chances continue to decrease from northwest to southeast. For high school football this evening, a few showers remain over northern Kansas to southeast Nebraska. The northwest flow behind the cold front may result in some high-level smoke from Canadian wildfires for tonight through tomorrow. After highs this afternoon around 70, the forecast is dry for the weekend through Tuesday as a ridge of high pressure builds in from the west. Highs warming into the upper 70s to the mid-80s over the weekend and to the mid to upper 80s for Monday and Tuesday. Rain and thunderstorm chances return by Tuesday night through Thursday with increasing moisture off the flow of high pressure over the eastern U.S. and low pressure moving in from the west. There are still some forecast model differences to work out with how that low develops and tracks across the plains. Daytime highs cool slightly to the upper 70s to the mid-80s for Wednesday and Thursday and behind a cold front, but could stay warmer if that cold front is slower to move through. In the long-term forecast, warmer than normal temperatures are likely for Nebraska, Kansas, and the eastern two-thirds of the U.S. Wednesday through September 28th. For late September in central Nebraska, daytime highs are usually in the mid-70s with average overnight lows in the upper 40s. Above normal rainfall is predicted for Wednesday through September 28th for Nebraska, Kansas, and much of the central U.S. Key weather factors influencing the markets include rain for the plains next week and good planting weather in most of South America, the exception across southern Brazil. Warm temperatures in the western U.S. quickly expand eastward over the weekend and early next week. Temperatures reach 90 as far north as eastern Montana. Nearly all areas of the plains top 80 early next week. Rainfall is scarce the next 5 days in several areas, including the Mid-South. Additional rainfall could total an inch or more in the south-central U.S. where rain comes to an end this weekend. Across the plains and western areas in the Midwest, the mid to late part of next week, moderate to heavy rain is possible, delaying the maturing process for corn and soybeans, but increasing soil moisture for wheat planting and establishment. Hurricane Lee's landfall in Atlantic Canada should occur late tomorrow. Despite decreasing odds that Lee directly strikes eastern Maine, impacts in parts of coastal New England, especially across Cape Cod and eastern Maine, may include heavy rain, high winds, and a dangerous storm surge topped by large waves. Argentina's increasing rainfall is easing the effects of last season's historic drought. Northern Argentina benefits the most from additional rainfall the early to mid part of next week. Argentina overall in better shape for developing wheat and any early corn planting. Towards southern Brazil, heavy rain of the past week favors wheat except where there's flooding. More heavy rain is possible in southern Brazil the next several days and could cause issues with early planting, but it's mostly setting up Brazil with good conditions for increased planting this month. In the Black Sea region, winter wheat could use more rain for establishment, but it's not critically dry. Rain is limited over the Black Sea region the next few days, and dry conditions follow for most of next week with increasing temperatures. Isolated rain may move through Ukraine, an unfavorable forecast for wheat establishment. With a check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.